Great, thank you. I'm Srini Venkatesh. Good afternoon, CEO of EyeDura Therapeutics, and thanks to Eyecelerator for this opportunity. So we are an early-stage, seed-funded ophthalmic pharmaceutical company developing topical sustained-release formulations for both anterior and posterior conditions. Current approaches to ocular drug delivery continue to be problematic because there are critical challenges due to various barriers in the eye. For anterior conditions, patients endure frequent dosing regimens that create peaks and troughs that we heard today in terms of drug concentration. For posterior conditions, patients must undergo invasive procedures, be it intravitreal injections or implants. These approaches lead to patient issues in terms of compliance, significant logistical burdens, and of course, high costs to the payers. EyeDura is poised to transform this, how topical eye drops are used. A single drop of the topical sustained-release formulation can deliver drug up to 7 days or longer. The TSR vehicle is compatible with most ophthalmic drugs that are in the market today, including small molecules and biologics. EyeDura formulation has a novel mechanism of action. During a blink, we have observed that the aqueous layer is selectively removed where the lipid layer stays on for a longer period of time. The formulation actually resides on the lipid layer and provides, therefore, a stable depot of the API on the surface. And this is where we are differentiated from the other topical eye drops. We have done a lot of imaging work, and that shows that the application of the EyeDura drop significantly increases the lipid thickness by 50% or greater. This is because the drop itself is lipid-based, has high viscosity, and integrates into the lipid phase of the tear film. Interestingly, the product itself is preservative-free. Our lead asset is topical sustained-release insulin formulation, and that targets neurotrophic keratitis, with an IND filing planned for 1Q 2026. We will spend some of our initial funds to explore our lipid vehicle for dry eye disease. Our strategic roadmap then expands into neuroprotection and AMD for the posterior segment. Neurotrophic keratitis is a severe ocular disease with high unmet need. There is one commercial option, Oxervate, which costs $115,000 for an 8-week course of therapy and has a patient burden of 6 times per day dosing. In the case of dry eye disease, while many products are available in the market today, there remain significant challenges in treatment delivery and compliance. The patients and payers are eager to see new products in this space. The competitive analysis for neurotrophic keratitis shows that there are several products in the market today with novel mechanisms of action. This confirms that the market is receptive to new treatment paradigms and to new products to replace current treatments. We ran a probing trial in Central America where we treated 10 patients with persistent epithelial defects with the topical sustained-release insulin formulation. After 2 drops per week of treatment with our formulation, the epithelial defects healed completely within 4 weeks. This is a remarkable finding for NK patients, and we plan to probe it further in clinical programs. We've also demonstrated our platform's ability to deliver medication to posterior eye structures. Here is one example. We dosed 5 patients with topical sustained-release insulin drops at 2 drops per week, and were able to achieve therapeutic levels of insulin up to 5 nanograms per mil in the vitreous. Literature shows that insulin levels at this level restores RGC functionality, provides good connectivity, and promotes visual recovery in glaucoma. We have a dual path for revenue generation. The first is to develop our internal pipeline, beginning with NK, and explore licensing opportunities for the asset after phase 3 trials. In parallel, we plan to develop strategic collaborations with ophthalmic companies to incorporate their API into our platform technology. In fact, we already have one collaboration with a strategic where we are doing exactly this. Our technology is protected by strong global IP with 8 issued patents and 8 published patents that takes it through 2044. We have a proven board, a strong leadership team, and with deep expertise in ophthalmology, fundraising, of course, clinical development, and commercialization. In closing, we're seeking a $25 million Series A raise to advance our NK program through clinical development, build our registrational, regulatory, and operational capabilities, and finally, continue to look for strategic collaborations. Thank you.
Thanks very much. I think we have time for one question. I'll ask, how does this product, first of all, it's great stuff. How is it different from what's going to follow you, the MIEBO from Novaliq kind of, what are the differences between the two sort of lipid delivery systems?
Yeah, so MIEBO is 4 times a day. We can be as much as once a week or probably twice a week. So that's one big differentiator.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks. Cool.
And there are other things I can speak to, but that's the key.
I had one quick question. How long does the insulin last in the eye, intravitreally?
Yeah, so we have some data to show that this will last for at least several weeks after 2 doses per week, but we need to continue to explore that. We have done studies with both insulin that I showed you, but also with axitinib. That study was done in rats, for example, and we were able to get 80 nanograms per mil in the rat retina, which is in the range of therapeutic concentrations. So we plan to run a study with axitinib in the rat VEGF leakage model, OIR model, and that probably will be presented the next time we meet.
Thank you. Great, thanks so much.
Fantastic. That's interesting technology. Thank you for sharing.